Iran and Russia to join hands against Israel. Russia's Wagner mercenary force intends to provide air defenses to Hezbollah in Lebanon, a proxy group of Iran, as part of a collaborative effort against Israel. But do you know how this alliance might reshape geopolitical dynamics in the region? And what potential consequences do you foresee for Israel? How could the international community respond to this collaboration? This alliance raises concerns about the geopolitical landscape in the Middle East, so stay tuned until the end. In the initial stages of the Israel-Hamas conflict, Russia played a careful and measured role, reflecting a diplomatic tight RPP walk in the volatile Middle East. This cautious approach stemmed from Russia's intricate web of interest in the region, each pulling in different directions. At the conflict's onset, Russia's response was characterized by restraint, calling for cool heads and a ceasefire. This initial neutrality was a reflection of the Kremlin's delicate navigation through its competing and conflicting interests in the Middle East. The geopolitical chessboard involving Israel, Iran, and other regional players forced Russia to tread lightly, aiming to preserve its diverse alliances. As the conflict progressed, the dynamics changed and Russia's stance evolved. The once measured response gave way to open criticism and an escalating hostility toward Israel. The shifting sands of the conflict, marked by an intensifying assault on the Hamas-governed Gaza Strip, prompted Russia to abandon its more neutral posture. Initially, Russia had emphasized the urgency of a ceasefire, acknowledging the complexity of the situation. However, with the escalation of Israel's military actions and the rising human toll in Gaza, Russia's tone shifted dramatically. The Kremlin, which once called for restraint, now openly criticized Israel's military operations, marking a significant departure from its initial diplomatic approach. The transformation from initial neutrality to open criticism reveals the intricacies of Russia's geopolitical calculations. The measured response at the conflict's outset was a product of Russia carefully weighing its relationships in the region. However, as the conflict started to impact Russia's interests and alliances, particularly concerning its ally Syria, Russia found it increasingly challenging to maintain a balanced stance. This shift in tone is not merely a diplomatic maneuver but reflects a tangible impact on the ground. Russia's criticism is not arbitrary, it's a response to the conflict stepping on Moscow's toes, a region where Russia has military bases and political influence. The conflict's unfolding events forced Russia to re-evaluate its priorities, and the once neutral observer became a vocal critic as its strategic interest faced jeopardy. Russia's historical ties with Israel, marked by constructive relations, have encountered significant challenges in the face of evolving geopolitical dynamics, particularly its deepening association with Israel's long-standing adversary Iran. This strategic shift in alliances has brought about a complex web of diplomatic intricacies, testing the resilience of established relationships in the region. The conflict between Israel and Hamas is acted as a crucible, subjecting Russia's interests to intense scrutiny and placing strains on its historically positive rapport with Israel. As the conflict unfolds, Russia finds itself compelled to navigate the delicate balance between its associations with Israel and its growing closeness to Iran, a nation with which it has forged increasingly robust ties. Israel's military actions, notably its strikes on Syria, a key ally for Russia in the region, have added another layer of complexity to the geopolitical chessboard. The conflict's repercussions have prompted Russia to adopt a more critical stance, openly expressing discontent with Israel's actions. The risk posed to Russia's regional interests and alliances, particularly in Syria, where it maintains military bases and supports the existing leadership, underscores the gravity of the situation. The strategic shifts and alliances reflect not only the immediate impact of the Israel-Hamas conflict, but also the broader recalibration of geopolitical dynamics in the Middle East. Russia's closer ties with Iran, stemming apart from the latter's support during Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have become increasingly integral to its regional began prior to the Israel-Hamas conflict, notably with Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This event created diplomatic tensions impacting the historically positive ties between the two nations. The invasion of Ukraine put Western-backed Israel in a challenging position as it faced pressure to condemn the action and impose sanctions. Along with the Western nation, the deterioration in relations was not solely linked to the conflict at hand, but also intertwined with broader geopolitical calculations. Russia considered the possibility of changes in Israeli leadership, recognizing the potential for a shift in the dynamics of their diplomatic relationship. The popularity decline of Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu was a factor in these considerations. The evolving dynamics go beyond the immediate conflict, extending into a growing military alliance between Russia and Israel's archenemy Iran. This collaboration encompasses not only the Israel-Hamas conflict but also includes Syria, where Russia has strategic military bases. Iran's support has become crucial for Russia, particularly since its invasion of Ukraine in 2022, where it relies on nations like Iran for military resources, predominantly drones. Diplomatically, Russia and Iran's collaboration extends to international forums, challenging American interests. Iran's entry into international organizations with the assistance of Russia suggests a united front against the United States. This broader collaboration hints at a shared strategic vision that goes beyond the specific dynamics of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The Israel-Hamas conflict has inflicted a devastating toll on the Gaza Strip, with over 10,000 Palestinians believed to have lost their lives in the heavily bombarded region. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza has drawn global attention, sparking concerns about the indiscriminate loss of innocent lives and the profound suffering endured by of this conflict. Russia's strategic considerations have become increasingly entwined with its reliance on Iran, particularly for military material. And this reliance has grown significantly since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The collaboration between Russia and Iran takes on new dimensions, with the Iranian president expressing a keen interest in acquiring Russian S-35 fighter aircraft. This interest signifies a potential significant upgrade in Iran's aviation capabilities, marking a noteworthy development with broader implications for the balance of power in the region. The acquisition of advanced fighter aircraft could reshape the military dynamics in the Middle East, adding a layer of complexity to the ongoing conflicts. One of the alarming aspects of the conflict is Hezbollah's threats to establish a second front against Israel, further escalating the tensions in the region. What is a significant dimension to this threat is the potential air defense support that Hezbollah could receive from Russia. This collaboration introduces a new element to the conflict, highlighting the intricate web of alliances and the regional repercussions of the Israel-Hamas war. The conclusion of limitations on Iran's ballistic missile program on October 18 has concerns about its potential global impact, particularly in the context of the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict. This development holds significance not only for Iran but also for Russia, as it may open avenues for both nations to strengthen their military capabilities. Russia's interest in the turmoil in the Middle East takes on a strategic dimension. With restrictions lifted, Iran could potentially enhance its ballistic missile capabilities, aligning with Russia's broader geopolitical goals. A key aspect of Russia's approach is to divert Western attention from its actions in Ukraine by celebrating the turmoil in the Middle East, and this calculated move aims to shift the global narrative away from Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the resulting humanitarian crisis. The potential gains for Russia from the Middle East turmoil are twofold. Firstly, it provides a distraction from the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, allowing Russia to navigate international scrutiny more discreetly. Secondly, the chaos in the Middle East serves as a diversion, drawing attention away from Russia's actions and consolidating territorial authority over parts of Ukraine. So tell us your thoughts on this in the comment section, and also please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content, and thanks for watching.